We live. Live action. Got big hands.
Towards the end of the day, you know, Bill and I were using these 3 key baits that we were keying in on, and I set the hook on a swim jig and I'm reeling in a 3.5, 4 pounder, and next thing you know, Bill's setting the hook and we got this double. So Bill's reeling this fish, and then I realized he was smart enough to know he pulled the old crawfish out. Because in South Louisiana, crawfish are another key source of forage for the bass. Pretty.
Look how fat they are.
It's all about the X's and O's. You're watching Xpress Outdoors.
Fingers can't take it anymore.
We went back in, ate lunch, came back out. Temperature's been around 90, 92 degrees, and the wind's picked up a lot since this morning. And we just fished a stretch that had solid banks on both sides for probably 200 yards. And we wasn't getting much bites, but we knew when we got to this opening right here where these wind-blown cuts are, is that that's where the fish are gonna stage up. And sure enough, we pull up to them. We got a wind to our back where we can make a cast. We've taloned down where we can be still and fish it effectively. And that's when Bill referred earlier in the show, talked about false current. If you look around these islands and just watch those currents blowing around these islands, and that's where those fish are keying in on that.
Late in the summer when it's hot, moves the bait fish around, creates oxygen in the water, just like you sitting in your house in the air condition. Fish are no different, you know what I mean? They want to be as comfortable as they can, and anytime you can get current and moving water, they'll always be there.
So when you look at the game plan Bill and I had for the day and really study the X's and O's of what we were going to do, Grosse, Savanne, just like any other place in the country, has some key spots. And when you go to a lake, a lot of times those spots are pretty obvious. You know, you see a lay down tree or you see a log somewhere, a rocky point, those are gimmies. Wind currents are what generates those sweet spots. With all the little islands and points that we've created in the lake, as the wind blows, it creates these false wind currents that move through that allow those fish to stage up and create ambush points. And that's exactly was our pattern for the day. It was to get in a wind-blown current and throw to those points. Whoa. Cool, what was that? You jerked him across the dinner table. Whoop, right in the middle. Nice one. Bill. Another double.
Another.
You got me beat.
It's just endless. Fish after fish after fish.
June in Louisiana is always hot, but we never heard one complaint from the family from Indiana. Because between Bill and his family and all of our boats, in that one day, we had somewhere over 200 plus fish. It was just a phenomenal trip. Even though the weather was hot, so was the fishing. You get it?
I don't think so.
You didn't trust me, did you? Easy, this is dangerous. Nope. You got it.
My bobber went under. He's a peanut. Oh, anytime on top. I don't care if they're 2 pounds or 10 pounds. They are fun, fun, fun. They don't care. When they're hungry, they're gonna eat it.
It's always a pleasure to get to fish with Bill Lowen.
Well, man, anytime you can come to Grosse, Savanne and catch. How many fish we catch today?
I don't know either. I did too.
Yeah, it was way better than our Kentucky Lake deal. All I can say, if somebody wants to come and have a ball, whether it's waterfowl hunting, bass fishing, red fishing, whatever, they need to come see you.
Ready for you to come back. It's always good to hang with the guys from Xpress Outdoors.
Absolutely.
And look forward to doing it again. Till next time, we'll see you at the next episode of Xpress Outdoors. It's all about the X's and O's. You're watching Xpress Outdoors
at Grosse, Savanne.